On May 21, 2023, SpaceX successfully launched its Falcon 9 rocket carrying the Crew Dragon capsule for Axiom Space's Ax-2 mission to the International Space Station. This marks a significant milestone for the private space industry as it continues its pursuit towards commercialization and the establishment of a sustainable low-Earth orbit economy. The The Ax-2 mission is commanded by Peggy Whitson, a former NASA astronaut and ISS commander who now serves as Axiom Space's Director of Human Spaceflight. Whitson holds the U.S. record for the longest cumulative time spent in space, with 665 days and 10 spacewalks under her belt. John Schaffner, a retired fiber optics entrepreneur, private pilot, race car driver, and skydiver from Knoxville, Tennessee, serves as the pilot for the mission. The two mission specialists are Ali Al-Qarni and Rayana Barnawi, both from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Al-Qarni is a veteran F-16 fighter pilot, while Barnawi is a biomedical researcher. Saudi Arabia's astronauts. Al-Qarni and Barnawi are the second and third Saudi citizens to venture into space, following Sultan bin Salman Al Saud, who flew on a space shuttle mission in 1985. Barnawi has the distinction of being the first female Saudi astronaut. The KSA covered the costs for their astronauts, while Schaffner paid Axiom an undisclosed amount for his seat on the Crew Dragon. The Falcon 9 rocket took off from the Kennedy Space Center's Launch Complex 39A at 5:37 p.m. Eastern. Shortly after liftoff, the spacecraft experienced a minor technical issue involving a leak in a valve in the Falcon 9 booster's attitude control system. SpaceX engineers determined the issue would not impair the booster's operations and proceeded with the launch. The first stage of the rocket successfully landed back at Cape Canaveral's Landing Zone 1, while the Crew Dragon capsule, named Freedom, separated from the second stage 12 minutes after liftoff. Docking and ISS stay. The Crew Dragon spacecraft is scheduled to dock with the ISS at approximately 9:16 a.m. Eastern on May 22, where it will remain for 8 days before returning with its 4-person crew. During their stay, the Ax-2 crew will carry out over 20 experiments in various fields such as life sciences, cell biology, and in-space manufacturing. They will also participate in outreach activities, including live broadcasts to school children across Saudi Arabia as part of a STEM initiative aimed at promoting interest in science and technology. Despite the mission's duration being shortened from 10 days to 8 due to launch delays, the crew has a packed schedule. Axiom Space's chief scientist, Lucy Lowe, stated that the company aggregated experiments from the Saudi Space Commission and other partners, fitting them into available crew time and ISS resources. The Ax-2 crew has adjusted their training for the mission, focusing on areas where they need the most experience. The future of commercial space. Ax-2 is Axiom Space's second all-private astronaut mission to the ISS, following the successful Ax-1 mission in 2022. The company plans to use these missions to gain expertise and pave the way for the construction of Axiom Station, the world's first commercial space station and successor to the ISS. The successful launch of the Ax-2 mission marks another critical step towards this goal. Axiom Space's ambitions. Axiom Space aims to establish a sustainable low-Earth orbit economy, with its private astronaut missions serving as precursors to the development of commercial modules that will be added to the ISS. Eventually, these modules will form the foundation of a standalone space station that can be used by government and private sector astronauts and researchers after the ISS is retired at the end of the decade. SpaceX's track record. The Ax-2 mission marks the 10th crewed flight by SpaceX in just under 3 years, starting with the Demo 2 commercial crew test flight for NASA in May 2020. Since then, SpaceX has launched 6 crew rotation missions to the ISS, as well as the Ax-1 and Inspiration 4 private astronaut missions. The latter spent 3 days in space without docking with the ISS. SpaceX is scheduled to launch up to 3 more crewed missions in 2023, including the Crew 7 mission for NASA, the Polaris Dawn private astronaut mission, and Axiom's Ax-3 mission. While NASA approved the Ax-3 mission in March, Axiom has not yet disclosed the crew for it. The successful launch of Axiom Space's Ax-2 mission represents a significant step forward for the private space industry and its efforts to commercialize space exploration. The mission will not only enable scientific research and outreach activities but also pave the way for future commercial space stations like Axiom Station. As the world continues to look towards the stars, private astronaut missions like Ax-2 will play a crucial role in shaping humanity's multiplanetary future. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more videos on interesting topics like this.